Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we're going back to our channel, revision for student ISH 501, Halal Hygiene Industry and Sanitation. And we continue to the next topic, is a good hygiene practice, chapter 6 by group 5. Okay, so the group, you may start to present. When you present, you may open your camera and also to introduce yourself. Okay. تفضل مشكورا.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Khalid Akmal. I will be presenter 1 about good hygiene practice by group 5. Okay. Next slide. Okay, meaning of the good hygiene practice, we can refer to all action regarding to the condition and means necessary to ensure the safety and suitable of food at all level of the food chains. This meaning about important the hygiene to all people as a consumer in food industry. Okay, next. Objective about the good hygiene practice is that they have 3 objectives. Firstly, to prevent any illness or injuries caused by food consumptions. To ensure, second, to ensure the food is suitable for human consumptions. And the last one, to increase the knowledge about food safety within the whole food supply chains by providing healthy education programs. That's 3 objectives from good hygiene practice. Actually, we know the good hygiene is more focused to human, and because they is a consumer to the food. So hygiene is important to industry food. Take note about that. That's all from me. Next.
Okay, next. You can hear any voice?
Next, I will cover about this. Next, we to remove to regulation hygiene regulation in Act 2009. The food hygiene regulation 2009 were established to ensure that all foods business operate in a manner that safeguards public health by maintaining high standard of cleanliness and safety throughout the entire food supply chains. This regulation places a legal obligation on food business operators to identify potential food safety hazard and implement effective control measures, often guided by hazard analysis and critical control point (HACCP) principles. The regulation covers a wide range of hygiene aspects, including the cleanliness of food premise, proper maintenance of equipment, hygienic handling of food, and the personal hygiene of staff involved in food preparation. Furthermore, the law grants authorities the power to carry out inspections, issue improvement notice and take legal action against business that fail to comply. From this, the acts to explain more about food hygiene. So, motive Act Food Hygiene Regulation 2009 exists is for food premise, take care cleanliness for food premise, proper maintenance, equipment and hygiene handling of food, and also personal hygiene of staff. That's the act from Food Hygiene Regulation 2009. So the next presenter can explain more.
Is that only Khalis present?
Okay, next slide. Boleh dengar tak? Boleh?
Boleh.
We move to the good hygiene practice standard for food handler. I have 4 regulation. There is regulation 30, 31, 32 and 33. Regulation 30, we go to the training. So the food handler must be go food handler training and get certificate or additional food handler training approved by director. So if food handler fail orang cakap fine not exceeding RM 10,000 or imprisonment not exceeding 2 years. Okay, and regulation 31, medical examination and health condition. Medically examine and vaccinate, and foodborne disease or suspect must not enter food premise or handle food. Report management immediately be suspend from work until medical clear. Okay, maksud dia macam kalau medical examination ni dia kena cucuk vaksin, kena ambil vaksin. Lepas tu kalau ada penyakit, pembawa makanan penyakit, dia kena suspend dia punya kerja lah. Lepas tu fine not exceeding 10,000 or imprisonment not exceeding 2 years. So dia punya penalty dia pun sama je macam yang tadi training tu. Okay, next. Next, regulation 32 is the clothing. Food handler attire must be suitable clothing, clean light color apron, head cover and footwear. So dia kena ada penutup kepala, warna baju yang cerah, warna apron yang cerah. Lepas tu kena ada kasut. Clothing must be worn only in premise and keep in a suitable cupboard or locker when not in use. Kena simpan baju dalam locker jika tak guna lah. Lepas tu, if fail to comply, fine not exceeding 10,000 upon conviction. So dia kena denda 10,000 juga. Tapi yang ni tak kena penjara. Dia kena denda 10,000. Okay, next, regulation 33, personal hygiene. Food handler while handling food must be clean fingernails, body and clothing, remove outwear before using toilet, because prevent cross contamination. So dia kena bersihkan kuku dah, badan dah, baju dah. Lepas tu kena buka pakaian dah sebelum pergi ke toilet. Okay, wash hand before work to ensure clean hands before handling food. Prevent contamination. Avoid behavior that could contaminate food. So dia kena basuh tangan dah sebab tak nak bagi contamination antara najis dengan makanan. Lepas tu keep pocket empty to prevent contamination. No jewelry or accessories. Avoid wearing jewelry, watches, pins or other accessories. So dia tak nak ada barang dalam poket apron atau poket seluar baju macam tu lah. Lepas tu dia punya denda pun sama je, 10,000 dan 2 tahun penjara. Okay, next. Thank you.
Next is
Okay,
the
thank you.
purpose of modern hygiene guidelines. My name is Aizatul, and today I will present the purpose of modern hygiene guidelines. Firstly,
Zaitun, can you open camera?
my camera problem, doctor.
No problem. Okay.
Sorry. Okay, firstly, to ensure safe handling of food, and then to maintain personal cleanliness of food handlers, and then to prevent food contamination and to protect public health. Next.
Okay, next.
Next is Islamic teaching. So eat what is halal and tayyib. As mentioned in the Quran, in Surah Al-Baqarah, this verse tells us not only to choose food that is halal, means lawful and permissible, but also tayyib, which means pure, clean and wholesome. Halal foods are those that meet Islamic dietary laws, avoiding things like pork, alcohol, and ensuring animals are selected correctly. But being tayyib means the food must also be healthy, safe, good for us, and free from contamination. This ties directly into what we know as good hygiene practice, making sure food is clean, prepared in hygienic condition, and stored properly. So by following halal and tayyib, we are not only obeying Allah's commands, we also promoting health and cleanliness. Next is avoiding harm, darar. This hadith teaches us that we must not cause harm to others, nor shall we return harm in a way that causes further damage. Islam encourages us to protect others from any kind of physical, emotional, or even social harm. When we relate this to good hygiene practice, we can see how hygiene plays a vital role. Poor hygiene in food preparation or handling can lead to contamination, illness, or even outbreak that harm people around us. By maintaining hygiene, we are not only following health regulation, but also fulfilling a religious responsibility to prevent harm and protect the well-being of others.
Okay, that's all from this group.
Excuse me, Doctor, my friend about food regulation want to explain more about that.
Okay, Ken, sure, no problem.
Okay, alright. Thank you, sir.
Here is some objective of the food hygiene regulation. First is ensure safe food handling. The company need to establish a standard for hygiene in food preparation, storage, and servicing to minimize the risk of foodborne illness. Second is to improve food premise standard. All food premise must meet specific design and cleanliness requirements to ensure safety. Third is training of food handlers. Food handler must undergo training and be medically examined to prevent contamination of food, and they must also maintain high standard of personal hygiene. If the company of next slide. If the company are failure to comply with the regulation, they can result in significant fines up to 10,000 or imprisonment for up to 2 years. That's all.
Okay, thank you so much. To at least we understand a bit about the halal good hygiene practice. And I just want to inform one of your student, your friend, just complete with the kursus pengenalan makanan, and she passed, and then that is very impressive lah. So congratulations to that student lah. Okay, so I'm going to stop this recording.